Okay, we're going to talk about shoulder pain in this video. Shoulder pain can be quite common, but your shoulders are so delicate, then you need to look after them constantly. In every program you'll ever do, you'll have some sort of shoulder supportive exercise on them. If it's a trap 3, rotator cuff, Kimuras, Cobras, there'll always be something in there that will support the shoulder, but doing extra stuff on it if it's an issue is always key, okay? And you've got to understand, the more complicated the joint, the more issues you're going to have with it, okay? So shoulder can do pretty much anything, like it's very, very versatile because it takes a lot of muscles to do this, so there's a lot more things to go wrong, yeah? Little finger does one thing, you know, just moves like this, a little bit left or right, but pretty much does this. I'm saying this joint. Not a lot goes wrong with your knuckles, yeah? It's very simple, even though you do use them a lot. Shoulder, a lot of issues. Okay, the first thing, I'm going to show you some exercises and stuff, and again, you might know some of these, but I would rather put them all in one video, and if anyone has shoulder issues, you watch this video, literally. These bands are great for warming up your shoulders. They are literally pennies off eBay. Get the lightest one, the red band. And I'll do something called over and unders. So hold it right at the end, and all you're trying to do is touch your back, and then touch your belly, wherever it lands, whilst keeping your arms relatively straight. Okay, I'm going to show you that from the side. So you touch your back, touch your belly. Okay, I normally do 10 of them, then I'll hold the band straight, I'll hit the thing, and then just touch my chest. So I'm trying to fire my rear delts, my rhomboids, bit of my traps, okay? And then if that becomes too easy after a while, all you can do is just wrap your hands a little bit to make it a bit harder, yeah? So if I did this, that's a little bit harder, yeah? Get the idea. You can literally do that daily, and I do this before any time I use my shoulders in a workout. So I'm doing benching or overhead pressing, I would do a bit of this, okay? That warms up your shoulders, I think, better than the majority of things that you'll ever do, like better than push-ups and things like that. And because you're doing a full movement like this, it's very good for the mobility and the longevity of your shoulder, okay? I'm going to show you what we call external rotation, which, again, some of you might know watching this video, but it doesn't matter. But I'm going to show you two different things about it. I'll show you the exercise first. The degrees, you got to remember, is everything's at 90. 90 degree at the knees, 90 degree at the hips, 90 degree at the elbow. You hold a weight at 90 degrees, you control it down for 4 seconds, and then fire it back up without swinging. Because a lot of people make a mistake if they go down and then they swing. You're trying to isolate the rotator cuff and all the muscles around it. So you control, stop dead, and then fire. Okay, so this is one of the best exercises you'll ever do for a rotator cuff. Common mistakes are people go too far back or they don't go back enough. You want to be perfectly level with your shoulder. You'll feel it. Any further back, it feels like someone's ripping your arm off. Further forward, it's a bit too easy. And the way you do this is you want to choose a weight that you can do for 8 reps for 3 sets each side. So you do the same thing on the other side. Once you can do 3 sets of 8 comfortably, then you increase the weight by 1 kilo. Okay? If you want to add that into your training once a week, feel free to do so. Another thing, you can do exactly the same thing without a weight, but give yourself a self-massage. If you're finding this grinding, okay, do the same thing again. Get your fingertips inside the muscles, literally. So find where it's a bit sore. Like if I do it, it's a bit sore here. So I do this, I do literally the same movement. All I'm doing is giving myself a self-massage, okay? I've got to say you do this at your own risk, but it's pretty straightforward, okay? So you do this. You can do it a little bit quicker, obviously, because you're trying to massage. So this will move the muscle. This is just keeping pressure on it so the muscle massages. So it's like me doing this and rotating my arm. That would actually give my forearm a massage, in theory, okay? So you can do that on both sides. The second one I'm going to show you is a Kimura raise, and I'm going to superset it with a rear delt raise. Well, I need to increase the angle of that to about there. Okay, so from here, Kimura, I'll show you this side first. Kimura raises. Again, this is just an alternative to the rotator cuff, but I want to show you them all on this one video. So you start from behind the back, and all you do is extend it up to here. So you control it behind the back, extend it up to here. So that's a Kimura raise, which some of you might know. And then we're going to superset this with a rear delt raise. So what you do from there, you come across with your thumb pointing down, and then extend up to here. This is really good for the back part of your shoulder, rear delts and rhomboids. This is actually what I did to build mine up. Over about 12 weeks I did this for repeatedly, and it really helped my bench press a huge amount, to be honest. So let me show you from this side. So you do Kimura raises. I would do around 4 to 5 of these, and then bring it across without leaning forward and trying to keep my body as straight as I can. then up just to my arm straight. So control down, up till it's straight. Control down, up till it's straight. So you can use that for a couple of things. You could do that before an overhead press or a bench exercise. So you could do the bands, then do a few of them, and that really warms the shoulder up, okay? Or you could do that again for a strength set. So I would maybe try both. They're both very effective. See which one you prefer. You can add it to your training. I would do the same thing. 8 sets in total, so I would do maybe 4 of Kimuras, 4 of these, 3 sets each side. Once a week, once you can do that comfortably for 3 sets of 8, increase the weight by 1 kilo. Also try the massage thing as well, that's really effective. So if you've got shoulder issues, just doing a mixture of those or doing all of them will really help you. If you've got any questions about this video, just contact me in whatever way, shape or form is the easiest way for you. And that's shoulders.